Guess what, folks? I had such inspiration from yesterday that, well, I decided to start playing immediately after work today. So here we go. We're jumping right into it. I don't have to worry about staying up too late or anything like that. We're gonna do it. We got so much stuff. And oh, by the way, yes, thank you for asking. My microphone is completely fucking on right now, and kill this guy. I'm sorry, we have the Master Sword now too. It isn't just the regular sword. So where the fudge were we at? So we can go and do a bunch of different stuff. We need the hookshot for the swamp area, but let's see. We need to have the boots yet. We need to have the boots from to get the book or whatever the book may be. And we need the bow and arrow for the palace, I think, yet. And we need the mirror to get up to the Tower of Hera. So, I think we're going to go into the Dark World. And I think that's where our next point of attack is going to have to be. Now, we did explore everywhere, as far as I know, on the mountain. I think. Because we went there, like, originally, really originally. I want to say, well... Did I? I'm thinking of the caves right off the Dark World there, but we did. Yeah, because there's only one in the Dark World, right? And then there's two in the Light World. I think we went to both the ones in the Light World. So let's go back. Let's do it this way. Let's go to the Dark World, but let's start from down here when we do it. With this hammer, I just want to fucking nail everything. Anybody else ever feel that way? I feel that way. Just want to nail everything, especially after watching Diston's fucking Fudanari game. You just want to nail everything, right? Yeah. Yeah. We've got this stuff going on. We went to the Ice Palace. I think we might be able to get some more stuff in the Ice Palace. Maybe. What was it that we needed? Bombs? Or wait, can I go in? Hey, we haven't gotten here yet. I'm gonna explore around just a second real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think there's anything here because it's cut off. So there's like nothing to do over here. Right? Oh, having the Master Sword is so freaking nice. There's not a cave in this one, right? It's only in the Light World one, so... Yeah, if we had the mirror, we could go here, which would be cool. But we don't, so that's fine. Let's head back. Let's hit up the dungeon here. Because we got the flippers, so we shouldn't have any problem going in there for that. If I remember right, need the flip. Well, that doesn't even matter because it's all ice. It's triangle, I have to say. Check my... Okay. Maybe I will. You assume that I'm going to. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Who wants some of this shit? You want some... Why aren't you dying? Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Who's the biatch now? It ain't me. Oh, look at that present. Okay. Take a key. Sure. Go downstairs. My favorite stairs, yes. Favorite ones are the ones going down. Whoa. I'm just gonna see if we can farm like one more heart would be kind of nice. Well, that's not a heart. Also not a heart. Let's knock out this wall. And this guy, you can't even get... Oh, there's some bombs. That's nice. Replaces the one that we just took care of. There's a present. There's a present. Oh, alright. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Big key. I got a spot on my frickin' janitor's key ring now for that. I must have like 1,000 frickin' keys hanging out for this thing. Ow. I say it again, I'm really glad I have the Master Sword. Otherwise, it takes a lot of hits. I mean, like, yeah, we just got the regular sword before that, and I was glad to have that. But believe me, I'm glad to have the Master Sword now, too, so it's just... I was already thankful. Like, we got it just long enough to be thankful to have it, and to really, really appreciate the fact that we have this other... Wait, is it... As I say, is the big chest... You're gonna fuck me up if I land on your head, aren't you? If I sit on your face when I land, we're gonna have bad stuff happening. Yeah, I'm gonna knock your ass back. Your little slip sliding away penguin ass. Love and waffles, everybody. That was worth it. Yeah, well... Was there ever a time in this game here where I'm not complaining? I feel like that's a thing that just... You have to do. It's like, oh, well, this was trash. Better complain about it for a while. You know what? We're gonna be happy. I'm gonna be so happy. Golly gee. This is how happy people sound. Yeah, there was a reference there, but I wasn't gonna make it because I'm cutting down. I'm getting fat with references. You guys are getting overloaded on my references, so I'm laying it down a little bit. Where we got? Okay, so we got one over there. Yeah, normally you get the hook shot here, which would definitely be able to get us over on that side, but not today. Which way do I have to come from? Are you guys just scooting? Yeah. See, can we get up there? I think we can. Yeah, we just did. What am I saying? I'm saying it as I'm doing it. What's our prize? It's crap. That's cool, though. Could I be using the map and compass to check if there's things I've missed? Probably. There wasn't a doorway up here, right? It's just... Or was there? There is a doorway. Let's go in the doorway. Yeah, oh, glad we did. Glad we did. Oh, yeah, look at that. Well, we're certainly getting rich. Big and rich. I don't know, Freya's not too big. I think she's only gotta be like 5 feet, right? I think that's it. Anyway. So you guys want to hear some more of me bitching about music? Because I was thinking today about how I kind of want to bitch about music a little bit. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that while I go and make the rounds here and check things out. Oh, there's a key. Oh. I don't really... It's nothing about music itself. Or it's nothing about any band in particular. Is there any reason I need to... No, there isn't. It was more the idea that it was like... So I don't know about anybody else, but I definitely grew up listening to, like I said, Gold... Well, okay, so... My original... This is my way that I listened to music, right? I grew up, when I was younger, listening to golden oldies until about high school. And then it was all classic rock. And then it was... Well, no, even before classic rock, it was golden oldies, Weird Al, classic rock, I would say. That's probably fair. That I was, like, genuinely interested in. But here's the thing, is all the stuff with classic rock was just... I've touched on this before a little bit, but, like, all the stuff with classic rock is a bunch of old people telling me that, yeah, this is the best band, you gotta check out Aerosmith, you gotta check out Van Halen, AC/DC, they're the best band to ever exist. All three of them simultaneously are the best band to ever exist, or whatever. And I get that their stuff is all cool, which is why I liked it. But here's the thing, when I was listening to all that classic rock, I was kind of acting that way, like, okay, well, this guy's been around a while. He says it's good. Yeah, I guess it's pretty good. And, like, the music is good. But I wasn't experiencing the music that these people were. They were experiencing it in a way different way than I was because they were growing up with it and all of that. And that wasn't me. I just was like, okay, I guess I don't like pop. I don't like country, really, even though I liked I guess I liked 90s country before I liked classic rock. But it's like I don't like it. I don't like new country anymore or whatever. So it's like I guess it must be classic rock. That's the greats, because I was getting a little bit of elitism from listening to Metallica. Not Metallica was doing it, but it was like the idea of, well, Metallica rocks. Did I miss something back here? Go look again. It's like Metallica rocks, and if you don't like Metallica, then you're listening to pussy music, so you better get some fucking Metallica, metal up your ass, metal till I'm 80 kind of thing. And that's the voice I had when I was in high school listening to Metallica. Yeah. So my point is, basically somebody else was telling me what music is good, and I just kind of kept writing it because it's like, well, yeah, I mean, this is what everybody says are the greats. This is what everybody says is the best stuff. Oh, I did miss him. That was cool. So that must be what it is. And then I found like grunge and alternative, and I'm like, I like this music way more than I like classic rock, and not just like somebody's telling me I like this, so I like it. It's like I genuinely like this music a lot more, and it actually kind of speaks to me and all of that. So I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is that I hate sauerkraut. No, the point I'm trying to make here is that I think I've gotten everything that I can get here without having the hook shot. Yeah. The point I'm trying to make here is that not everybody was intentionally telling me, like, Zach, you need to listen to classic rock so that you know what real music is. But it was just, everybody's citing Zeppelin, everybody's citing Sabbath. So I guess I just took it, that's what music is. And it's like, it's kind of dumb because people will argue that it's like, this is the best band ever. And it's like, well, okay, Zeppelin is really good, yes. But now with the internet and all that and YouTube, you can get, I think Dave Grohl was talking about how he was saying, like, there are so many more guitarists that are, how was he, I don't know the exact phrasing he said, but the gist was, it's along the lines of, like, there are so many more people that will become better guitarists now because of the technology and all of that and the availability of music and everything. And, oh, here, I didn't go in this way. So it's like, it's a huge deal. You're going to have better guitarists now more than ever. And people that are telling me, you know, or, well, people that would tell you, like, no, Zeppelin's going to be the best ever. Like, Hendrix is the best. Like, Hendrix probably will go down as the most influential guitarist ever, which, props, respect. But somebody else was talking about, like, well, what if Hendrix was around now? Would he be... What am I going to do with that? It's the magic powder. It's like, would he still be the most influential? Like, he would probably do... I'm sure that he wouldn't do the exact same thing, but I bet he would still make a huge impact, probably. But the thing is, nobody else was doing quite the same stuff he was, and so that's what led to the fact that he was as influential as he was. So it's like, part of that is the times. So with that in mind, you know, people who are saying, like, Van Halen or Page are the best guitarists ever, are they still gonna, you know, is still gonna be saying that in like 30 years if they're still alive? Are they gonna go on their deathbed being like, no, Page is unequivocally the best guitarist ever, when you have people like Tobin Abasi and Alexi and all those guys who are doing just insane things coming out there? Are they still gonna be rallying that? Are they gonna be like, oh, I guess, yeah, these guys stood out their time and they're influential, but maybe there are other talented people out there too, you know? That's a different topic. I'm getting off topic. But my original point is still the idea that it's like, people were pretty much telling me that this is what good music is. And I just didn't know that there wasn't other music I was gonna like better. And so, the hell is my point? I wish I would have known about other music. I wish I would have had other influences. But for some reason, that was the way it was, and then I kind of carried it forward. It's like, oh, you listen to country? Pfft, that's not real music. Real music is Led Zeppelin. Listen to Stairway to Heaven and enrich your life, you know, or whatever. And it's like, well, now I'd probably be like, what should I listen to? It's like, well, listen to whatever you want, but I would say listen to Curve, you know, or listen to the Pumpkins or something like that. But it was always the idea, like, well, new music is cool, but it's never going to be as good as this old music. But it's like, well, it's old people telling me that, so of course it's not, because there's no way that me having experience with new music is going to live up to the experience they had with their old music when they were like getting stoned after class or whatever, or just the way that they enjoyed music. There's no way that anything can compete with the idea of the experience they had in high school. Right, and I think that's like a big part of it. It's when you get those Rolling Stone lists that I'm talking about, where it's like, okay, this guy is the most technical guitarist, like Page is the most technical guitarist ever. It's like, well, I think Vi could beat him, or Buckethead could beat him, you know, or Becker, or Gilbert, or any of those guys that be more technical. Like, Page is fucking amazing, and yeah, you wrote Stairway to Heaven, and you wrote a lot of stuff, but I don't find myself personally going back and listening to Zeppelin all that much. Like maybe once or twice I'll go back. I really like the live version of Celebration Day. I think that's pretty cool, and I like their cover. I think it was a cover of The Girl I Love Got Long Black Wavy Hair. That's cool. Their music is cool, but it's like the best ever. I just don't think that's the case because it's subjective anyway. So, hey, I must have given a present. He must have wanted a map. I don't know. That's just my thing. I guess it's more of a rant on... I hesitate to say boomer, but people who experienced that time who are rallying that it's the best music ever because of the experience they had. And it doesn't make it the best music ever. It makes it the best music subjectively to you. It doesn't make it the best ever. Too bad. I'm gonna farm the fuck out of this cave. Plant my seeds all over this shit. Anyway, feel free to disagree with me, but that is my opinion on the matter, and I wish if I could go back and tell old younger Zach something, it's like, have a damn open mind, because as open as I've considered myself to be, for some reason, I just cannot get past the idea of being a little bit elitist about music, and I don't know why. But I think it's a little bit part to do with that. It's just like, you gotta have the Leonard Skinner. You gotta have the same 3 songs on the radio all the time, otherwise it's not real music. What other music do you need? Why wouldn't you need the same 3 songs over and over and over and over and over and over again? Come on. Classic rock feeds the soul. And it's like, all of those bands had like albums, multiple albums worth, and you play the same fucking 3 songs. This rock and roll train has gone off the rails. Yeah, I could have said Crazy Train, but no, I went with the AC/DC train. Or the AC/DC song. I went with the rock and roll train. Rock and roll clown! I do cocaine! I don't know. Because I didn't get to really get open into music until, or have more of an open mind for music until way later. And that's when I've really been enjoying music a lot more. It's like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? I think 90s country is still good. Fight me. You know? It's like, I don't give a shit. Who cares? You know, you keep this attitude about like, well, I gotta make sure that my music is the best, most badass stuff. And you keep it there with that attitude for the chance that you might find one person who wants to argue about it. But you know what most people say? Most people who don't give a shit are like, you know what? I like all kinds of music. You ask any girl, like when you're on a date with a girl, you ask them, any of them, what kind of music do you like? 9 times out of 10, they're gonna say, oh, I listen to everything. Because that's what you should be doing, or at least, you know, give stuff a try. Hell, I gave that fucking, 9,000 Gex band a try. I do not care for it in the least, but I get it. After I watched a video that explained it to me about why this is apparently a good band. Would I listen to it recreationally? No. But would I listen to, what's his face? The flashy guitarist that everybody, Yngwie. Would I listen to Yngwie recreationally? Probably not. Would I listen to him as a textbook? Yes. Because he's got all the cool stuff. But I think Gex is the same way. It's really more of like an art statement in the way that... What was it? One thing I learned about art was that for every movement of art and every concept of art, there has always been an anti-version of it. I think they're essentially the anti-version. It's like they're trying to take music that's been done and take the definition of it and by definition completely destroy it into something that hasn't been done. Which you can only do that so many times and still have it sound good or pleasing. So concept, I get it. But enjoyment-wise, God no. I cannot listen to that band for more than about 3 seconds, and I feel like I'm gonna tweak out even doing that. If you have not listened to that band or know at all what I'm talking about, it's like... What the hell is it? Some number. It's something 1,000 Gex. And they're like just deconstructionists for music or something. I don't know. The only song I can think of is called Stupid Horse, I think, and it's just fucking weird. It's a 2-person band. I don't know how else to describe that band. They're artists in the most artistic sense. Is what they are. They're trying to redefine what it takes to build a song, I think. I'm gonna go check the temple. I really don't think there's anything there, but we're gonna go take a look anyway, because I think I already got everything. Ow. So in summary, don't... what is it? Take a tip from Sprite. Don't believe the hype. Obey your thirsts for music. Don't listen... Don't think you have to listen and you have to like what people tell you just because it's the popular thing. That's exactly why people rail against pop music in the first place, because the record companies tell you that it's pop and you need to like it, so like it. It's like, you know what? Sometimes pop music ends up being good without having to have it shoved down your throat, so enjoy it. You take that and you enjoy it. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes the stuff they tell you, sometimes the stuff that the media doesn't tell you to like, but other people do tell you to like, isn't for you. And now, let's think about that for the amount of time it takes for the next episode to come out. Enjoy!